Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you if you're tuning in. I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media. Okay, so I want to go ahead and attempt this. If I can't, then we'll jump into some more clips because I got some more clips I can play. But I want to try and see if I can contact Charlie Webster. Now, back in February, somebody posted on Daily Paul that they talked to him and told everybody to call in. I heard that multiple people were able to reach him. And in case you ever wanted to reach him, the number I have listed here is 207-622-6247. 207-622-6247. And that should be to get you to Charlie Webster, I guess. So anyways, I'm just going to attempt it, see if we can get him on the line, ask him about the challenge to the main results.
Calling the main Republican Party. We are unable to answer the phone at the moment, but if you leave your name, number, and a brief message, we will return your call as soon as possible.
Okay, y'all. So he didn't pick up. Maybe we'll try back in a little bit. Maybe see if we can get a hold of him, because I really want to ask him. You know, we're hearing that the delegates are gonna be challenged. So what's going on? Are you gonna speak up and make sure that that our voices are heard and that the people that got picked legitimately are going to go and represent and not be excluded out? And also about changing it to primaries. They want to change everything. They want to change the main caucuses back to primaries now. All right, so let's jump into a clip then, and then we'll try to give them a call again in a little bit. Let's see here. What else is going on? Oh yeah, okay, so the Dictator endorses Romney. I just put this up on YouTube from CNN.
On CNN.
Did you hear? Mitt Romney picked up a very serious endorsement yesterday that he, being facetious, may not be too thrilled about this one. You know comedian Sacha Baron Cohen, the man behind Borat? Well, in his upcoming movie, it's called The Dictator. Cohen plays Admiral General Aladdin, ruler of a fake Middle Eastern country. Aladdin held a press conference in New York yesterday, was asked about his thoughts on the current U.S. presidential race, and then what did he do? Threw his support behind, as he called him, Mitchell Romney.
I support and I give my full support to Mitchell Romney. He has the makings of a great dictator. He is incredibly wealthy, but pays no taxes. And it's not much of a leap to go from firing people to firing squads. And from putting pets on the top of a car to putting political dissidents on the top of them. He taught me how to do that.
Did you understand a word of that? I'm not quite sure I did. Anywho, The Avengers, it's the Hollywood blockbuster that was the talk of this weekend, pulled in a ton of money, and the Department of Defense reportedly, they didn't want any part of it. It's kind of strange that they don't really want a part of it because the Pentagon is usually eager to help Hollywood produce movies, but the Avengers had no military backup. The Defense Department's Hollywood liaison told Wired magazine, the Danger Room blog, that it stopped cooperating with Marvel Studios during the production because of the film's, and I'm quoting, unrealistic portrayal of military bureaucracy. So those F-22 fighter jets you saw all over the screen, guess what? They were computer generated. I know. I'm sure you didn't notice. Hey, all 242 Republicans in the House of Representatives got a surprise this week. A calendar full of scandals, allegedly all about themselves. The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, or the DC.
Yes, they did a calendar on Republican scandals, as if they don't have any of themselves. It should be for all of them. They all got scandals. So, yeah, they said Mitt Romney would be a good dictator. Of course, and Obama is already playing out a dictator. I see you guys over here chatting about public schools and about educating our kids and stuff like that. I'll just say my 2 cents on that. I see Dana has been chatting, and Anon9901 And I would say this, man, about the school system. The school system is ridiculous. It needs to do like Ron Paul says. We need to go to the free market, get rid of the government, and if we go back to a local level, parents could choose where they want to put their kids at. So, for example, you're not going to just go to the school that's in your district. You might go to a school that's in the next town over, or you might go to one that's right there next block over. It's whatever. It all depends on where you want to go, where you want to take your child, what's open, what's available. But if we have a free market and people got the government out of the way, more people would be able to open up these education centers and open up more schools. That's why good schools got to do lotteries and give out lotteries to parents who want their kids to go, because they don't have enough room for everyone. And why is that? There's not enough schools being made that's doing the same thing, these charter schools. And why is that? Because the government's in the way and it's hard for them to keep it up and pay employees and expenses and all that. So we're forced to go to these public schools. And what gets me is what they teach in public schools. They don't even tell the truth. They don't even tell people the truth. And then, why don't you teach me something like how to change a tire? Why don't we have a lesson about debt? Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we have a lesson on how money was created? Teach me about bills. Teach me about the credit report. Teach me about things that I'm going to deal with as soon as I go to college and as soon as I get out of college, as soon as I get out of high school. But no, you want to tell me about cumulus clouds and, sediment rocks and all this stuff that's awesome and great. If you want to do that, all means do it. But the school shouldn't be pushing people. I think schools should only be teaching things that we need to survive. But it doesn't matter what I think, because if we have a free market, these schools will be able to do whatever they want. And based on their productivity and their results, the parents will decide where they want to go. The parents will decide who it is they want to have. And guess what? If they don't want to go to any school, don't want to have anybody, they can stay at home. But why can't a lot of parents stay at home today? Because they got to work. They got to go 2-3 jobs. But they got all these different things they got to do because of the economy. We got to work more now. Gas prices are higher. We all got more responsibilities. We can't take care of our kids at home all day. We need the school almost like babysitting. But if we had a free market and things were right, economy was right, sound money, we wouldn't have to be 2 people in a household working. We could just go back to just one person working and the mother staying at home if she wants to homeschool. And more people will have that opportunity. But now we're forced. We're forced to put our kids in these schools, public schools, and God knows what they're teaching them. And, you never know what could happen at the schools either, man. You can't trust anyone there or anything. Board of Education, don't trust them. Don't trust the government. All we can do is just do our best, yo. If we can get this free market back, and then we can go back to homeschooling and back to, a lot more schools to choose from. Competition. That's what makes everything better. When you got to compete to keep your clients, your customers. And by the way, if some might say, well, I don't want to pay for school. At least now we get it for free. You don't get it for free. We don't get it with the tax monies we're paying, taxes we're paying. We're not getting nothing for free. So I wouldn't mind paying out of my pocket if I was getting no income tax, getting all my tax money back, having sound money, not having to worry about devalued dollar. Then I wouldn't mind paying for school. Fine. I'll pay for school. I'll pay every week. I'll pay every month. Good. You're doing a good job. Good result. Then I'm fine with it because I'm getting more of my money back. I got a lot more money to spend, and I want to give it to a cause that I believe in. It's something that's benefiting the kids and benefiting the parents. Same thing with daycare centers. We could do that. Everything. Spread it, more local. But when it comes to schools, you got to go to the one in your district pretty much. And we should just have a more free market. Anyways, I'm Paco, your host. We'll be back. You're listening to Occupy the Media.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I started out as a Ron Paul fan just like you. And now I'm a full-time volunteer leader at our Ron Paul headquarters in Venice, California. It starts with the first thing you hear